May, is it stomach in and chest out, or stomach out and chest in, or the other way around?
Huh?
I've got the class all in there with their chest out, and now I don't know what to do about it.
George, are you fooling with that class again?
I was just talking to them till you got ready.
Look, George, you know that big comfortable chair over in the corner of my office?
You mean the blue one?
That's right. Will you go sit in that until about February?
Huh?
I'm only one lesson ahead of that class myself, and that's all we need yet, George. Fine Italian hand.
My what?
That's all right, George.
May?
Yes, George.
Susan's doing all right in the school, isn't she?
Sure. Great.
She's got a new poem that would be fine for a voice test.
All right, George.
Yes, I'm a tramp. What of it? Folks say we ain't no good.
Okay, George.
Once I was strong and handsome.
George, leave the line in there for me.
She does wonderful, May. Susan's a wonderful girl, don't you think?
Yes, George.
She's the kind of girl I've always been looking for. And she says I am too.
George, it isn't serious between you two, is it?
Well, Susan says she won't get married until she's carved out her career.
Oh, well that's all right then.
May, now that the school's a success, what about you?
What?
What about you and Jerry?
Jerry's a busy man these days. We decided to wait.
Oh.
But just a minute, if there's any news, I'll let you know.
Thanks, May.
Before you tell me.
It was a wonderful idea of Jerry's coming out here. I guess you must be pretty proud of him.
I'm working on a laurel wreath for him. Evenings.
I won't say anything about it. It'll be a surprise.
Look, George, even when Susan has carved out her career, and I want to be there for the carving. You have to figure before you can go and get married. And come to me before you take any steps. Understand?
Why? I love Susan, May.
I understand, but all kinds of things can happen. You never really can tell.
Can happen to Susan, you mean?
I'll tell you what might happen to Susan. She's going to be reciting books one day when a whole crowd of people is going to start moving towards her.
With contracts?
Contracts? And there's a lady asking for Miss Susan Walker. Oh, Miss Daniel, I was wondering if Susan can get away for a little while. Hello, Doctor. You don't mind if Susan goes away for a little while? No, no.
Is anything the matter?
Well, there's nothing to worry about. Her father's just going to call us up. Long distance. Down at the hotel in 10 minutes, which really only leaves us 9 minutes. And he sent a telegram saying he wanted to talk to us.
Well, I'll get Susan. Will it be all right with you if I went along with you while you telephone?
Oh, I'd love to.
You don't mind, do you, Meg?
No, indeed.
Susan!
Well, I'm awfully sorry, but Miss Daniels, I was wondering if I could talk to you for a minute. I mean about Susan. About how she's doing in the school. Of course. I've been kind of worried about her lately. You do think she's doing all right, don't you? Sure, I think she's got garbled like a dozen ways. Really, Miss Daniels, what at? Pretty near everything. Crocheting. Oh, I'm so happy to hear you say that. Mr. Calder is so patient sometimes. I've tried to explain to him that it isn't easy out here, even for the kind of actor Susan is. It's even harder if you're the kind of actor Susan is. Oh, yes. And then last week I wrote it and told him what you said about her. You know, you thought Technicolor would help. And he said for me to say to you that you're doing the most courageous work out here since the earthquake. I couldn't understand what he was driving at, but... You just tell Mr. Walker I'm doing the best I can and that the Red Cross is helping me. Oh, yes, it's a wonderful organization, isn't it? Mother, what's his father want?
We've got 6 minutes.
I don't know, dear. 6 minutes. We must hurry. We mustn't keep Mr. Walker waiting.
What kind of man is he, Mrs. Walker? You know him very well.
Isn't there some sort of disease you get from sitting?
If there is, I've got it.
Do you have your meals? Have them sent in?
What's the record for these chairs? Do you happen to know?
I'm not sure. I think it was a man named Wentworth. Sat right through Coolidge's administration.
Oh, Miss Nichols, we're waiting for you.
What?
You're still breathing in here.
Yeah? Well, I'll put a stop to that.
Yes.
Don't you remember me, Princess? I'm the marathon cheer warmer.
What was the name again, please?
Lawrence Vail. I am waiting to see Mr. Glogauer.
Oh, yes, I gave him your name, but he doesn't seem to remember you. What was it about again, please?
It's about a pain in a strictly localized section.
How's that?
There is Mr. Glogauer, Mr. Don't hold him in front of me.
Mr. Glogauer on number 8, Mr. Kammerling.
I just complimented. He is not there.
Then he must be in conference with the exploitation people, Mr. Kammerling.
Maybe he was just trying his office.
I just come by his office, he's in there.
Cause in Himmel he must be someplace. Try to make it.
Yes, sir.
Who says I'll go back to Germany and go for
Number 8, Mr. Kammerling calling Mr. Glogauer inherited.
America. Kind heart begged me not to come on his knees in the shop class. He begged me.
Hello? Mr. Glogauer not there?
Just a moment. Mr. Glogauer isn't there, Mr. Kammerling, any message?
Yes! Someone take the next boat back to Germany.
Mr. Weisskopf.
Give it to me. No, this is coming. How much publicity was sent out on those dogs? What? They are good! Why? I tell you why, because I've seen her and she will be impossible. I will not have my American career ruined. What a country. Oh, to be in Russia was anti-state.
You take all the studio equipment. They don't know what they're getting when they buy this stuff.
Serve the pickup blood, jump.
Look at this base plug. Torn right out of the socket. Socket all wrenched out of shape. Haven't got a new one in your bag, have you?
Don't think so. Hold on a minute. No, nothing to do it.
Well, there's no use till we get a new one. It's all torn out. Hey, what is that? Is that yours? Hey, start it again. I think I got the lyric. Sing, sing in the rain.
That's great.
And this one doesn't go to Paramount after the way they treated us.